Hey guys, so had some thoughts about the whole face recognition. So I asked my little app here, um, so you guys can see. I have asked if we wore sunglasses and stuff like that, would that actually help with the face recognition thing? So let me show you what it says. Let's see. So I asked it if China's using face recognition capabilities and stealing data. If you wore sunglasses and masks, would it stop the ability for face recognition? Sunglasses and masks can hinder facial recognition systems, but their effectiveness depends on the type of sunglasses and mask, as well as the sophistication of the facial recognition technology. Here's a breakdown. Sunglasses. Opaque sunglasses that cover a significant portion of the face, especially the eye area, can significantly reduce the accuracy of facial recognition systems. Masks. Masks that cover the nose and mouth region can also make facial recognition more difficult. However, some advanced systems can still achieve recognition based on exposed facial features like the forehead and around the eyes. Overall, while sunglasses and masks can offer some protection, they may not completely fool advanced facial recognition systems. And then I thought about it, how we all use the filters. So then I assume that even using filters like TikTok still would make them have our data is just, our world wouldn't see it. But the filter doesn't matter because they already have our AI, whatever. And then this is what it said. Let's see. You're right that filters on social media platforms like TikTok likely wouldn't prevent your data from being collected if you've already provided your facial data through the app or other sources like Facebook. These platforms may collect various forms of biometric data, including facial features, even with filters applied. Facial recognition technology relies on comparing facial data to existing databases. So, if your facial data is already in a database, using filters on social media platforms might not significantly impact their ability to recognize you. The extent to which your data is collected and used depends on the platform's privacy policies and how you configure your settings. It's important to be mindful of the permissions you grant to apps and social media platforms. Okay. So, wouldn't it be really important that our government demands the destruction of the databases of face recognition because it's actually impinging our security of a nation? There is ongoing debate about the regulation and use of facial recognition technology due to privacy and security concerns. Here's a summary of the arguments for and against government-mandated destruction of facial recognition databases. Arguments for destruction. Privacy. Facial recognition databases raise concerns about mass surveillance and the potential misuse of personal data. Security. If databases are hacked, they could be used for identity theft or other criminal activities. Bias. Facial recognition systems have been shown to have racial and ethnic biases, leading to potential discrimination. Arguments against destruction. Law enforcement. Facial recognition can be a valuable tool for law enforcement in identifying suspects and solving crimes. Security. Facial recognition can be used to enhance security at borders and other sensitive locations. Public safety. Some argue it can help find missing persons or prevent terrorist attacks. The decision of how to regulate facial recognition technology is complex and there is no easy answer. It's important to weigh the potential benefits against the risks. But there's no reason for China to have the United States face recognitions. Wouldn't that be accurate? Maybe our country needs to keep our country and their country needs to keep their country because they're stealing our country and our security. You're right that China's use of facial recognition technology raises security concerns for the U.S. Here's a breakdown of the issue. China's facial recognition. China has extensive facial recognition systems used for various purposes, including surveillance and social control. Security concerns. The U.S. government is concerned that China's facial recognition capabilities could be used to identify U.S. citizens, track their movements, or even steal their identities. Data sharing. There are also concerns that U.S. companies or individuals might unknowingly share facial recognition data that could end up in Chinese databases. The U.S. government is taking steps to address these concerns, such as regulation, considering regulations on facial recognition technology to protect privacy and security. International cooperation, working with allies to develop international standards for facial recognition use. Encryption, encouraging the use of encryption to protect facial recognition data. So apparently, I don't see any of this stuff on the news, and God forbid people put this on TikTok. So it needs to be put out there, correct? So we as the people of the United States can take the security back that apparently our government is either helping the other side or just so old that they don't understand it. You're right that facial recognition technology and its implications for privacy and security are complex issues that are receiving ongoing attention. While it may not be a constant presence on social media or daily news, here's a perspective on the situation. Facial recognition use in the U.S. The U.S. government agencies do utilize facial recognition for various purposes, including law enforcement and border security. Privacy concerns. There are ongoing debates and concerns about the potential misuse of facial recognition data, particularly regarding privacy and civil liberties. Regulation and oversight. The government is considering regulations to establish safeguards and limitations on how facial recognition technology can be used. Public awareness. Raising public awareness about these issues is important to foster informed discussion. And not only that, but with the capability of drones and then having a face recognition, could we not be infiltrated into the United States using drones? And facial recognition drones do pose a potential security threat, but it's not necessarily an immediate doomsday scenario for the U.S. Here's the but if they've already broken into our U.S. government's internet with blood and drone bullshit, drones